He is lying on a bed, an old man, weak, barely breathing, his body covered in scars, dozens of them, from swords, from arrows, from battles that shook the entire world. Every single scar on that body, a story, a victory, a moment where death came close and missed. But death doesn't miss forever. And in this quiet room in the city of Homs, death has finally arrived. The man on that bed has conquered more of this world than almost any general in human history. 70% of the known world fell under his command. Not one battle lost, not one. In an entire military career. His name is Khalid ibn al-Walid, Sayf-ullah, the sword of Allah. And he is weeping, not because he is afraid to die, because of what he is dying with. Assalamu alaikum and welcome. Most people know Khalid as a warrior, but the story that breaks you is not the story of how he lived. It is how he died. Let's go back to the beginning, briefly. You need to understand what this man was before you can feel what his ending meant. Khalid Radi Allahu Anhu accepted Islam in the 8th year after Hijrah. Late. He had spent years fighting against the Muslims, against the Prophet himself. But from the moment he accepted Islam, something was unleashed. He fought at Mu'tah. 3 Muslim commanders fell before him. He picked up the banner, and he held it. With 3,000 men against 200,000. He didn't win, but he didn't break. He pulled the Muslim army back intact, alive. The Prophet heard the news and said, "Khalid is one of the swords of Allah." He drew it against the disbelievers. After that, there was no stopping him. Walaja, Ulais, Damascus, Emesa, Yarmouk, battle after battle, city after city. The Persian Empire crumbled before him. The Roman Empire fled before him. In every single engagement, not one loss, not one. Military historians today rank Khalid ibn al-Walid among the greatest military commanders in history. And then, Umar removed him from command. The greatest general of his era, removed. Just like that. Why? Because Umar understood something Khalid understood too. Islam could not afford for the people to worship the sword. To believe victory came from Khalid's genius rather than from Allah's help. The Ummah needed to know clearly that it was Allah who gave the victories, not any one man. And so, Khalid stepped down without rebellion, without anger, without a single word of protest. He handed over command, and he became an ordinary soldier. The man who had commanded hundreds of thousands stood in the line like everyone else. That moment was greater than any battle. The years passed. Eventually, Khalid fell ill. He withdrew to Homs, to a quiet house, away from the armies. And it was there, in that quiet room, that the end came. Companions sat with him and wept, not because of death, because of what he said. Khalid looked at his scars. He said, "I have fought in so many battles seeking martyrdom, yet here I am, dying in my bed like an old camel. Dying on my bed, like an old camel." He wanted to die as a shaheed, and instead, after all of it, he was dying in silence. That was his grief. Someone asked, "Khalid, what do you leave behind?" He gestured to his sword, his horse, and his armor. That was it. No wealth, nothing else. Everything else he had given away, in the path of Allah. He was not going to meet Allah carrying the dunya. He died in 642 CE. His grave is still there today in Homs. No crown, No monument, just a name. Khalid ibn al-Walid, the sword of Allah. Our children know billionaires, but they don't know the man who conquered the world and left empty-handed. That is our real loss. Share this legacy. Assalamu alaikum.